in the chat. We are live with no delay left over. This is the Eden Deadman Tournament Finals. I'm your host Gilur. Welcome to the stream and welcome to the 1v1s. Now, we just saw an amazing multi-stage where Liden OT appeared to be absolutely crushing the competition and be absolutely destroyed. So, I do really wonder how many of these people are actually Liden OT. It's amazing. They really put up a good fight. They outnumbered, they knew that they had the numbers, and they took control of the final area. And it turned out great for them. Good positioning. They caught people in the fog, and they pushed people back. They cornered them, pushed them outside the final area. It's been really good for them. So, the 1v1s. Let me see if we can find a max fight over here. We can actually. We have our first fight over here. Let me put up these names. So I do have a couple things to say. Is that the way that this works is that I find random fights. And there's no way for me to like consistently pick a certain fight that you guys want to see. I usually just search for the first fight that I can see that has max people in it. But if you say like, can you expect that this specific person, it's gonna be a 1 in 64 chance for me to actually find that person. So once it comes down to like 8 fights remaining, I can let you guys pick who you guys want to watch. But for now, we're just going to be watching the first fight that we find that has max gear, which appears to be right over here. We have Haas versus Lon. And to talk about a little bit of what 1v1s before we get into shoutcasting these fights, is that right now, as you can see, we do have these inventories on screen, and as you can see, they're full of brews. And that means because they can bank on this first fight. Now on the second fight, they will not have this ability. They'll be given a certain amount of food, which is a lot less than they have right now. So this first fight is going to be the longest fight of them all. They're going to be fighting until they run out of brews. And after that, they're going to be given supplies to continue fighting. So we do have Haas versus Lon, and Haas appears to be slightly outgeared. He does not have Armadillo, and he only has a Steady's Warhammer compared to Lon's ACB and Vesta Longsword. And as well, the Ancient Wiring Shield and the DFS switch, and he goes in for the spec, but it is on melee. Lon is trying to gets the refreeze on Haas, which he gets, and he goes in for the DD and goes in for a Vila spec and immediately hits a 60 off prayer. Good positioning for him. He gets just another barrage. Could DD once again, because he's currently not frozen. Harkona already scared, putting up the Harp Prayer. He is being worked by Lon. As we can see, Lon barely used any of his supplies, whereas Haas only has 8 brews left. So Lon currently in position of this fight, in control, and is currently playing aggressive. We can see that he goes in for the spec and hits a 62 off prayer. Haas does not get the prayer on time. Lon currently frozen, goes in for the DD, tries and get in these blood barrages to heal up even more so he can outlast the enemy opponent. When I'm talking about DDing, by the way, we're talking about a mechanic, whereas if you freeze an enemy player, you can stand under them to hide what you're doing and then run outside of the attack range of the opponent and then damage him back. And we just saw a perfect example of Lon going in. But Lon goes in for the Vila spec and hits a 61 off prayer. And Haas goes down with 5 brews remaining. Lon, our first max victory for him. Now let's see, next fight we can see. Oh my god, look at this. Full Armadillo, Inferno Cape, even Cerberus boots, and he is being worked. Calm has no chance, already chanced by the VLS. Another VLS swing goes in. It appears to that actually Winker has the Venge set up and goes in for the VLS swipe and hits a 56 and tears down Comb. Interesting to see a Max Venger. We're gonna be able to let's see if we can find the next fight over here. The next max fight, this appear to be a Maxer currently crushing his opponent and goes in for the 43 Warhammer spec to take down his opponent. So let's see if we can find the next fight. Over here we have Nom versus Anne. And it appears to be that Nom is actually slightly down. It appears that he has a little bit more food, but he actually has 2 dose brews, whereas On has full brews left over. So, On in position to win this fight. He just needs to be consistent and tries to get in these freezes to get a DD. He actually hits the freeze, but gets frozen himself as well. They are now stuck in position, And all they can do is mage and range and try to juke out the opponent by faking their switch, getting the predictions right, and trying to get in this DPS. Nom actually has a VLS spec ready, whereas On does not just yet. So maybe he can combo a barrage and a bolt into the VLS spec for the combo. But already, currently, both players unfrozen. Did he hit the barrage there? No, he actually splashed. But On catches the freeze, tries to go in for the DD, but Nom just in time catches the freeze. Oh, actually, it appears to be a splash. Interesting. So now, On is in control of this fight, going in for the DD, trying to get this DPS in, gets VLS spec, but actually had to pray melee On. Now, both frozen into position. Nom is going to be unfrozen in a couple seconds here, so he can actually go for the DD as he does. And he's healing currently up, both players full health. And it does appear that Anne has a slight brew advantage, because like I said, Nom, a lot of these brews are 2 and 1 dose brews. So, how long does one tournament last? It lasts an entire week. These players have had an entire week to go from level 3, no gear whatsoever, to train their stats, grind the bosses, and get ready for this final hour that we're watching right now. So, On actually catches the freeze, goes for the DD, for the VLS off prayer, hits a 44, but gets returned by a 30 VLS on prayer. Luckily him that he had the pray melee on, otherwise it would have been an unfavorable trade. But Nom goes in for the staff bash. That's not what you like to see. Currently, Nom is trying to get back into this match, has momentum, has the DD, tries to DD under the opponent, heals up himself, catches another barrage, but only it's a 1. Goes in for a bolt off prayer, but a VLS swipe off prayer hits only a 0. On is now ready to barrage and go in for his own DD, but he actually misclicked, does not get the barrage quite yet. Nom already starting to bot barrage, and Nom is frozen, so On can go for this DD. It appears to be that this is actually quite close. They're both at 4 brews. This is quite a close fight indeed, but look at this. Nom only has 1 restore left. This is a problem for him. Soon, he's going to run out of prayer. He's going to run out of restores. He's going to be brewing, but it's going to be bad for him because it means his mage level will be drained and he can no longer ice barrage. So, On should be winning this fight. All he has to do is keep DPSing and not get comboed out by a VLS spec. He is in control. All he has to do is make sure that Nom uses his last restore, and then he is going to win this fight, because Nom is no longer going to be able to use mage. All he's going to be able to do is range and melee, and that's not going to work out for him. On is trying to get the DPS, and Nom just used his last dose of restore. So now, anytime that Nom takes damage and he has to brew, he's going to lose magic levels. 1 brew and he can no longer barrage. He tries to get in the last barrage, which he can, but Nom is frozen. And actually, a bit of damage being returned here. On is in the DD, eating up. Nom is dangerous on 64 HP, but On does not have a VLS spec, which is good because it means he cannot combo just yet. But 1 more hit splat and Nom is going to be forced to eat, and his mage level is going to be drained. But he gets just 1 more freeze before that happens and goes in for DD. Actually is working On right now. Imagine if he can pull this off. Imagine if he can keep doing DPS and actually win this fight. That would be a hero play. On goes in for the aspect, hits at 39, and now Nom is forced to drink these brews, and he can no longer use magic. On should be in complete control of this fight now. He only has 1 brew left, is chomping, only has 2 doses left. But like I said, Nom, no more magic for him, only range and mage. So, if On realizes this, all he has to do is barrage his opponent, pray range, and keep distance, and he can out DPS his opponent any day. So he catches the barrage. Is he gonna catch On? He's gonna DD. All he has to do now is get out of that melee range and pray range. There's no magic left anymore for Nom. And On might have spot on. He's actually praying melee now. He might realize that Nom hasn't barraged in a while and is actually staff bashing instead of barraging. He is in control of this fight, praying range. He's had the right call, praying melee as well. He knows that Nom has no magic left. A bolt spec comes in, but only it's a 0. And it appears that On is full health. I'm not sure. Did all the players just get healed? I think everyone just got their health back. What just happened? They have specs. This could be a terrible disaster for Ag. Does he realize he has specs? He does. He goes in for the Veil spec, hits a Veil spec off prayer, hits a 29, and gets the KO on Nom. Weird how they got healed there. I'm not too sure. That might have been, it must be a glitch. Damn. On realizing Nom had no more magic. Let's see, are there any fights still going on? It does appear that we have another fight going on. I think this could be one of the last fights remaining. It appears to be that Astro is out of brews and is gonna lose this battle over here. I mean, he does have 100% spec. I'm not sure if he realizes that, but he should be going in for the spec. He tries to get the Warhammer out and goes in for the spec, but he is frozen, so in a tough position for him, trying to catch the freeze himself. Gulf tries for the Warhammer, but doesn't quite get it. Currently, Astro on the DD has his spec, but what happened? Did he just get teleported? He just got teleported. He survived. Huh. I see. Well, okay. Congratulations on him. Huh. Alright. Well, it appears to be that there's a little bit of an issue when it came to the last fight. The game might have thought that the last fight was over, and they are already fighting their next battle. So let's see if we can find the next Maxer versus another Maxer. This appears to be Max versus Rag. Over here we do have Nom, which we spectated before. Should we spectate him again as well, or do you guys want me to skip for another fight? It's up to you, because we got Nom versus G-Bot fighting it out, both of them in Max. GG-Bot actually has the Occult, which is quite interesting. Can we watch Abyss? I'm not sure which name Abyss has in this tournament. I'm not quite sure. If you guys know his username, I can start looking for him. But I'm not too sure. Actually, okay, let's just spectate this fight then. I was gonna talk a little bit about some mechanics, but it does appear that Nom and GG-Bot are completely fighting it out here. Goes in for a spec on prayer, only has a 36. GG-Bot tries to catch a barrage. In what are you doing? That's full tank. You're not gonna catch a barrage in full tank, my man. GG-Bot staying low on 59 HP, playing a dangerous game, but catches the barrage. Could go for the DD. Nom goes in for the swipe, hits a 33. Another swipe. Chance, a 0 on Ropes and Prey Mage. What is this guy RNG? Goes in for a very delayed 5-second delay Prey Melee. What is this? GG-Bot has a little bit of a brain delay. God damn, Nom is working him. And he knows. Goes in for the bolt. Hits a 34. Goes in for the DD. Another bolt. GG keeps his Prey Mage up. Not too sure why. Gets pulled at 22. Currently praying range. And he is being read by Nomad like a book. He knows exactly when GG-Bot is switching his prayers and when to do his damage. GG-Bot is trying to get to the freeze, but misclicks and does not go for the freeze, or he actually might have been brewed down and did not get the barrage off. Another fight almost stick from him. Nomad chances GG-Bot again with the VLS, but he knows he's in control. He's not too afraid of missing these chances because GG-Bot only has 2 brew doses left and goes in for another VLS at 41. Doesn't quite get the hit just yet, but GG-Bot is now out of food, only has 42 health left. Nomad, look at his supplies, look at his sharks. He is doing just fine. All he has to do now is just bolt and get the kill. Stay healthy, do not get chanced, because Nomad does have a spec available, so he could go in for the sneaky VLS spec, which he might go in right here. Does not go in for the spec. Why not? GG-Bot, this is your only chance. You're out of food here, buddy. Go in for the winning VLS, or you're gonna die. And he dies because he did not get his spec off in time. And GG-Bot, which appears to be Deadman, which is actually a solo player, dies. And we do see first rounded losing here to Nobody Cares as well. So let's see. Can we fight? There we see. Oh, look at this. This is interesting. We have East, North, and Crack. And look at East, North, his gear. He has an imbued heart. He has an armadillo top. Everything. But he only has 1 brew and 1 shark left versus the 1 shark of Crackseller, which means that Crackseller actually is doing a very good job here of DPSing. Look at this gear difference. He is completely outgeared and actually manages to get East, North down to 1 shark remaining. Crackseller is probably going to die here, but he put up one hell of a fight, it appears, because look at the gear difference and look at how little food Northwest has remaining. Like, if we look at how much food he should be having, Crackseller has worked him. I mean, the gear difference obviously comes in, but he does kill Crack. And East North taking the win there, but that was close, man. That was close. Coronavirus dies. Okay. That's the guy we spectated before. And I think that was the last fight of this second stage. So, we started with 128 players. They fought down to 64 and now down to 32 people. Is this a private server? Yes, sir. This is the Eden Deadman Mode private server. If you're looking to play, type !Discord in the chat. And talking about Eden, while all of you are here, I do have some announcements to make. Can I get a pog in the chat? We do have some announcements while we're waiting on these fights to start. So, there's a lot to cover here. Let's start with the most important thing, obviously. When is the next Deadman Mode Final? When is the next tournament? It will be in roughly 3 to 4 weeks. The date will be announced in Discord soon. And if you are not in Discord just yet, !Discord in the chat. Join the Discord and keep track of the announcements channel to know the exact date of when. Oh, look at this. Skeletal visage. Interesting. We're gonna spectate this fight for sure. Look at Penguin. He is a max Venger, it appears. He does have a Zero staff with him. Not too sure why, but he is a max Venger with a skeletal wyvern shield. But back to the announcements real quick, because I do have to get through all of these. So, next tournament, 3 to 4 weeks from now. 2 build price pool, maybe even more, because here it comes. Next Deadman Mode tournament is going to be different, okay? What's going to be happening the next time around is that we're still going to have the multi-stage and the fog, just like usual. But when 128 people remain, the game will write everyone down, right? And then the multi-stage will continue till only one person is alive. But if you do reach the 128 and you die in between that fight, you are gonna be teleported into a lobby. Because there's still gonna be 1v1s. Like, if you make it to the top 128, you're still gonna be in those 1v1s. But multi-stage is gonna continue until one person is left over. And that person is gonna take home a cash prize as well. So clans can fight until one man stands. And that person will take home a cash prize. And then, after that happens, we're going to switch to the 1v1s. Because everyone's going to be put into a lobby. And then we're going to fight the 1v1s like usual. So it's going to be a little bit of a combination of multi and a combination of 1v1s. You guys want to see who? I saw a name being spammed that you guys want to watch. Neda, easy. Neda, okay. Easy peasy DMN, that's not him. King Blow, Execution. East North versus Astro. Helicopter versus Doof. Dodie versus Levi. Neda? Yeah, I'm trying to find Neda. Like, the thing is, like, I can only go to a random fight. And I cannot choose who I spectate, so... Just went past it? Wait, what's his full name then? You missed him? COVID-19 is Oda. You missed him. Neda, it's just Neda. That's all there is to it. Because the thing is, sometimes it skips one fight. Like, I can't really do much about it. Helicopter versus Doof. COVID versus Based. Dork versus Nobody Cares. King Blow versus Execution again. F5 versus... And then, like, you see how it skipped 2 fights? Like, I can't really do anything about that. I'm sorry. Like, I don't have the option to spectate a fight. I guess we'll just watch this fight, because Penguin is actually... Wait, that's the wrong thing. Mr. Winker versus Southwest? I mean, it's not Neda, I know, but I can't find one specific fight. It does appear that Mr. Winker is control of the fight versus Southwest. But he only has 1 brew left. Completely outgearing Southwest. Southwest is actually kind of winning against the Avenger here. We won Neda? Yeah, I know. It will be easier next round, okay? When there's 60 people left. Actually... Winker, out of food here. I mean, damn. The Max Venger might actually lose against the basic Tribrid. But actually, if Bolt goes in, he didn't have Prayer on. He gets Bolt at 32, and Winker goes to the next round. Completely out of food, completely chanced, and goes in for the Miracle Bolt and wins his fight. God damn. We have Dark on lock versus Nobody Cares. Nobody Cares, completely out of food. Dork on lock still has 4 sharks left. Should be munching these. Now 2 sharks left. 87 HP versus 25 on Nobody Care. Nobody cares. Tries to go in for the redemption. Has 1 life left over. All he has to do is hit a 10 and not splash his barrage. Hits only a 9 and goes in for the redemption. Now nobody cares. Has 18 health. Could go for another chance because he does have a spec. Goes in for bolt. Only it's a 0. Tries to go in for the VLS spec, but gets gapped by nobody cares. Nobody cares. Using the pathing, using the distance that he can create to avoid the VLS spec. He knows he has him on lockdown. Just like Dorg. And he goes in for the damage, but nobody cares. Pulls off another redemption. Tries to go in for the barrage, but does not quite get. Gets chanced by VLS. Only it's a 0. Nobody cares. Finally goes down. Does not get his 3rd redemption. Now let's see, are there any fights still going on? Nah, this was it. Dorg unlock is 10-13. Interesting, interesting. So let's go back to the finals. I mean, to the announcements rather. So to recap, next tournament in 3 to 4 weeks. Next tournament will have a multi-stage until only one person is alive, and that person will win a cash prize. But don't fear, if you reach the 128, you'll still make it into the 1v1s, right? Because there's going to be a multi-stage until one person survives, and there's going to be 1v1s like we're seeing right here. So it's going to be quite interesting to see if clans are going to do a different strategy to try and win not only the 1v1 prize pool, but also win the multi-stage prize pool. Now, after next tournament, ooh, look at this. We have a Nightmare Staff. That's interesting. Alright, let's see if we can find Ness now. There's less people alive right now. Of a Netta, rather. Northeast versus Yornan. COVID versus Big Mort. More Justice. Oh, shout out to him. Netta's dead now? Alright. Unfortunately. Any other names you guys wanna spectate? Because you didn't watch. I mean, the thing is, I do not choose who I spectate. There's no going back. Like, it's only spectating a random fight. I do have the request out to get the mechanic to be able to select which fight I want to show. King Blow, show auto block. Is a COVID-19 auto block? I mean, that's what I've been hearing. King Blow. Okay, you guys want to see King Blow? Alright, let's search for King Blow. COVID-19 again. Doof. Retard. COVID-19 again. Doof versus Lon. Dodie versus Brayden. F5 versus Winker. Dorgan Lock versus Mida. King Blow, there we go. King Blow versus On. On, we've actually spectated before. He cut it very close in the last time. And here we are on the requested fight. King Blow only has a Major Arena Cape 1, which is very interesting. He did not take the time to go in for the Major Arena 2K, but it does not matter for him, it appears, because he's doing quite well in this final. But this fight is not going his way just yet, because he is low on food compared to On. And he does have 2 VLS specs left compared to On's 0 specs, so that could be the difference in food, and he could make it. But King Blow on the back foot here, being DD'd under, and is getting ready to charge. He's completely healed up, goes in for VLS spec, but only hits a 20, not quite as looking for. On, still on the DD, but King Blow is going to be unfrozen here in just a second, so he could go in for his own DD. King Blow catches the freeze, not just yet, only splashes. Currently, both of them are trying to catch this freeze. King Blow catches the first freeze, goes in for the DD, now is in control of this fight, can swipe out on the side like he does right here in this corner, so no melee attacks can hit him, because he does know that On is going to have his VLS spec soon, but tries to go for the VLS spec and predicts it on prey melee. Gets in a good bolt on the aggressive playstyle. King Blow only on 70 HP. He is cutting it close and he is in control. He currently gets frozen, not too sure. He is now on the back foot. On can now breathe because he got worked for a second there. He got destroyed. On needs some time to recoup, trying to heal up, trying to get back into this fight. Goes for a huge 39 bolt because King Blow is praying melee. He is too scared of the VLS spec and it is punishing him. He is trying to go in for the freeze, but luckily for him, tanks a VLS hit off prayer. Gets the freeze on him, goes in for the DD, and is trying to get the DPS in even though he's frozen. He's just spam clicking his bolts. He is trying to take control of the fight. But King Blow keeps DDing and he tries and go in for the VLS, but he gets frozen himself. And it's going to be unfrozen in 2 seconds here, which means that An is going to have the ability to DD King Blow, and he does. He goes in for the DD, eats up, goes in for a freeze, but it does punish him that he did not go under, because they're now frozen into place, and King Blow is going to be frozen in just a couple seconds, and goes in for the VLS spec. They both traded VLS specs, but King Blow did not have his prey melee on. He gets punished for a hit, a 57 on him, and he is getting worked. King Blow only has 1 shark remaining, and he needs to eat his last shark. Only 12 HP on King Blow, and is going to be able to take this fight home, and he does KO King, and King Blow falls, and An takes victory with 1 shark remaining. Now, we still have COVID and Big More Justice still fighting it out. Big More Justice is actually 3 sharks up on COVID-19, and he is being DD'd. But Big More Justice is now unfrozen, and he goes in for a VLS, but actually switches, jukes back to the range, which he should have, to be honest, he should have VLS there. Gets frozen himself. Now, COVID is DDing, but he is out of food and only 33 health remaining. Big More Justice trying to get that freeze, trying to stop this DDing, but he only splashes, and he actually does predict the VLS spec on here. COVID now frozen. Big More Justice could now go in, but actually goes in for the staff bash. Bit of a misplay for him. Goes in for the VLS spec. Does not care that COVID is praying range or praying melee. He knows he is ahead on this fight. He knows all he has to do is a couple more hits and he can win this. Goes for another bolt spec. Only hits a 10, and COVID is still in this fight. Big More Justice only is now out of food. It is 13 HP versus 50, but Big More Justice goes in for the bolt and actually kills COVID-19 and makes it to the next round and picks up COVID's DFS. Alright, we're down to the last couple people. I think the fight that's going to be happening in just a bit here, it's going to be that we're going to be fighting for the prize pool, because we are fighting for 2 Bill 07 here. 4th place, 3rd place get 250 mil each. 2nd place 500 mil, and then first place obviously gets the full bill. So I assume that there's 8 people remaining currently. So if they fight now and they make it through the next round, they are in the money. Show Dusheng. All right, yeah, we'll do. So another announcement. Like I said, next tournament, 3 to 4 weeks. If you want to play, type !Discord in the chat, and you can play the next tournament in 3 to 4 weeks. Then, after that tournament, so roughly a month from now, there's going to be actually a new server release, but we'll get into that in just a second. As we can see, there are 4 arenas left over. And let me quickly go to Dusheng. There we go, F5 versus Dusheng. I will keep this overview right here, so you guys can see all the fights that are happening. But we are focusing on the F5 versus Dusheng fight. We can see their inventories. They're getting ready. Dusheng immediately goes into VLS spec, which is smart. The sooner you get the VLS spec in, the faster your spec starts regenerating. You get a small edge on that. Let's see. F5 actually has full Armadillo, whereas Dusheng only has the Armadillo chestplate. A bit of a personal preference there. Any other gear differences? It appears that both of them are in really equal gear. The same boots. It's just the Armadillo chain skirt difference here. And we're going to see if it matters, because Dusheng goes in for the left swipe, but only it's a 0. Tries to get to freeze. F5 goes in for the left spec on prayer. Is a 23 true prayer. Now Dusheng caught a freeze on F5, is now in control of the fight, can go for the DD, uses this time to heal up back to 80 HP. Goes in for a bull, but only it's a 0. Not quite what we're looking for. He runs out of the DD, goes in for the VLS spec trade. One of them on prey melee, one of them on prey range, but both of them hit a 0. F5 is trying to catch that freeze, but he splashed, immediately goes back to his range gear, trying to tank. F5, another freeze he's trying to land, and they both get frozen into place. This is interesting. Actually, F5 has mithril seeds, which creates the distance that he wants. He does not want to be in the melee range of Dusheng, and he abuses the mithril seed to do so. Now F5 is bolting Dusheng. They're trying to work each other. They're trying to get into the mind of their opponent. They're switching the gear, quickly switching back, trying to get those preys on, and they are reading each other very well. Both of them doing the VLS on prey melee. They know that they're being VLS. They know they have to prey melee. Now F5 on the DD. Dusheng now takes his time to heal up. Is 99 HP, but as we can see, Dusheng is behind on supplies compared to F5. And he goes out of the DD, goes in for barrage. Only it's a 0. Goes in for VLS spec on prey melee. And it's another 0. F5 knew that the VLS was coming. He predicted it. He catches the freeze, immediately goes in for the DD. Du Sheng has Oda block? Interesting. If Du Sheng's Oda block, he is actually on the losing end here. One of the tournament favorites even, perhaps. Du Sheng should be unfrozen here in just a second. Tries to get in for the freeze on F5. Goes back to his mage gear. Actually does a couple miss switches. As we can see, tried to freeze in tank legs. He might be choking. We are not sure just yet. F5 uses another Mythos Sheet to get out of that DD. Du Sheng only has 2 sharks left. He is getting VLS back at 42. He has to combo eat, which he does. He eats 2 sharks. Now only has a Karambon and 1 Brutos left, whereas F5 has all of his food left. F5 in complete control of the fight versus Du Sheng. I don't think Du Sheng is going to make it unless he pulls off a miracle VLS spec, but F5 knows it, and he goes in for the VLS spec himself. Hits a 51, almost kills Du Sheng. Du Sheng now completely out of food, 24 health. F5, look at his gear, look at his supplies. He is in control of this fight. There is no way he loses this. All he has to do is keep that prey melee up. Know that you're not going to get chanced by a VLS, and just bolt, just mage, just slowly drip in some DPS, because Du Sheng is out of food. So F5 should be able to clear him here. Du Sheng, all he can do now is trying to catch the freeze, go in for the DD, but splashes yet again. Another splash for Du Sheng, and F5 immediately catches the freeze just under 1 try. Goes in for the DD. No, he actually stays out. Goes in for a bolt. Hits a 6. Du Sheng on 10 health. Is he going to use the redemption? He appears to be just camping his prayer. He does not go in for the redemption. He goes in for the blood barrage. Heals back to 19 health. Another blood barrage, but it is unfortunately a splash. And F5 finishes it off with the VLS spec. And Du Sheng, potentially auto block, loses to F5. Congratulations to F5, Braden, Dorgan Lock, and East Northwest. They are at least our 4 winners of today. At least taking home 250 mil each. And now we're going to see who walks away with the 500 mil or the 1 bill prize. Now, if any of these guys are watching the stream, please, if you can, let a clan leader know that you're still in. And if we can, get some confirmations on their clans. If we can, get some confirmations on their IDs, of who they are. F5 equals dismantled, F5 equals skilly. There's a bit of a difference there. Not too sure yet who it is. F5 is Yasigas. Yeah, okay. East Northwest is debut from EX. Alright, that's interesting. EX. So Dorgon Lockdown appears to be 10-13. It's not completely confirmed yet, but it could very well be. Now, who do you guys want me to spectate? F5 versus Braden, or East North versus Dork Unlock? Just spectate both. I mean, I will do both, but like I have to view the inventory of one of the other fights. Dork Unlocked? Alright. Yeah, we'll spectate that one. There we go. So, they are now waiting to start this fight. They are currently pawning up, getting ready for the fight, and it has started. Both in going for the VLS specs, obviously on prey melee, and Dork goes in for the double VLS off prey melee, but only is at 13. Not quite looking for, but he is in control. He is DDing, and he is sliding across. This could very well be 10-13. We like to see this from 10-13. He slides across the map, making it very hard for their opponent to click the barrage. You know he is very good at this. Many years of experience. And it shows. He is now in at least top 4, guaranteeing himself 250 mil. Trying to catch the next freeze. He does so. He should be unfrozen just a bit here, so he can go back to his DDing. Go back to his sliding, and that's exactly what he does. There we go. DDing exactly slides under, but does get punished by praying melee there, and actually gets hit a 30 bolt off prayer. Recoups himself on the DD, quickly gets refrozen. So now, wow, okay. Wow, that was a chance and a half. Dork goes in for a huge VLS spec off prayer, hits a 60. Now, East Northwest has to step under, eat up, and get ready to fight again, because he did not like a 60 to forehead, and exactly gets VLS spec again on a 49. Damn, Dorgon Lock, his VLS is on fire, completely rinsing through his defense. And he is now in the lead with those VLS specs. That's 100 extra damage. Goes in for VLS spec, hits a 49 off prayer, and goes in for another VLS, not quite yet. Switches to mage, to range, jukes his opponent, and he does it perfectly. He goes from mage to range, jukes his opponent's prayer, and gets rewarded with a high damage bolt. F5 already taken down. Braden actually wins his fight. That was very interesting. But we are currently focused on East-Northwest versus Dorgan Lock, and look at this difference. East-North only has 3 sharks left, and look at Dork, he has tons of food left. He knows he is ready to win this fight. He knows he is in control. He knows he catches the freeze, goes in. East-North now goes in for DD, uses this time to eat up. Only 81 health on him when 1 shark remaining. Dork on cross, Dork on lock, tries to go in for the VL spec, but only it's a 0. Now actually gets damaged quite heavily here, a 36 into a 22. Dork on lock, catch the freeze. Now, this is his time to shine. He can now go in for another DD and go in to sliding like we've seen him do over and over and over again. And he gets frozen himself, quite tricky for him, but does get a barrage off prayer. Hits a 23, very nice for him. Now, East-North has to eat this large shark. Doesn't even realize he has a shark left. He does not eat his last shark. Actually, he does. He realizes he eats his last shark. 45 health remaining. Dorgan Lock has 4 sharks in the Karam one. Knows he's in control. All he has to do is completely DPS and not get chanced by the VL spec that East-North does have queued up. And Dork plays it smart, keeps his distance, goes in for brush, hits a 19, and KOs East-North. No chance for him to even use Redemption. And well played to them. Our finalists for today are Dorgan Lock and FL Braden. Now, Dorgan Lock appears to be 10-13, and FL Braden, obviously FL should be frontline. Is it Abu? Is this confirmed? FL Braden, is that Abu? Can you guys confirm or not? That's Bark versus OT. Abu versus Ali. Frontline is equal to Abu. I see. Abu versus 10-13. That's interesting. Damn. It is confirmed. Abu versus 10-13. That's going to be one hell of a final. Both of them are now getting ready to play for the final prize. Both these players are guaranteed to take home at least 500 mil 7, and they are going to be fighting for the last prize of 1 bill 07. Now, the 2 people we just saw that perished, they do take home 250 mil. So, congratulations to them. They fought well. That's not Abu. He's from Bark. It's not Abu. Ah, damn. Then who is it, man? Then who is it? FL Braden is from Bark. Bark versus OT. I see. Both players appear to be equally geared. Let's see the differences here. Dorgan Lock has an imbued heart, and Braden has mithril seeds. The difference here being those 2 item slots. Other than that, they have equal gear, and they are ready to fight. And FL Braden goes in for the first barrage, gets in the immediate DD. Dorgan Lock still hasn't done any damage, but catches the instant freeze on FL Braden. They are now on melee range. They are now trying to juke out those VLS specs, and Dorgan Lock 1-ticks the VLS off prey melee and gets rewarded with a 30 damage. Now, Dorgan Lock is going to be unfrozen just a second here. He could go for his own DD, but it won't last long because Braden is going to be unfrozen in 2 seconds here. Goes in for a VLS spec. Ooh, only it's a 0. Quite unlucky for him. Could have been huge. FL Braden still goes in for the VLS spec while on prey melee. Now, they're trying to get to those freezes. Dork on lock actually plays it very well and goes in for the VLS spec, even though he looked like he was going for the barrage. But now, FL Braden has the DD, takes time to eat up, tries to get to predicting going. But now both of them are frozen in place. Dorgan Lock is going to be unfrozen in just a couple seconds here, so he could DD FL Braden if he wants, goes for the VLS swipe, but only it's a 0. Very unlucky for him because that was off prayer. Now, Dorgan Lock is unfrozen, and he lets it know. He goes in for his classic sliding mechanic, gets the VLS pick on prey melee. Now, FL Braden, again, frozen. Not quite yet. That was actually not a refreeze. Now, Dorgan Lock is trying to catch that very important freeze, and he does. Now, he can go back to what he's good at. He can go back to DADing, go back to sliding. But unfortunately, Braden actually catches the freeze right away, and now they're both frozen into place. And they are using the mithril seeds to quickly go to the corner. Not too sure why he used that twice. But Dorgan Lock is now getting beat up by FL Braden. Goes for a VLS spec, hits a 29 on prayer. That's ridiculous. That's almost a max hit. Dorgan Lock is not happy with that one, but goes in for a blood barrage, and he knows he should catch a freeze here. He does. Now Dorgan Lock back in control, but goes in for a staff bash. This is his second one this fight. That's not what you're looking for. You need this DPS because look at that. A 30 blood barrage heals Braden back up. Now Dorgan Lock needs to stop staff bashing and needs to go back to sliding because he is low on food. Only 4-5 sharks left and a Karambon, whereas Braden has way more food left. Braden is in control. Goes in for the blood barrage, heals up a tiny bit there. Now Dorgan Lock and Braden both unfrozen. goes in for a bolt, hits a 32. Now Dork tries to get that freeze, but only splashes. FL Braden quickly switches back to his range and goes in for DPS. Now Dork unlock, unlucky for him, he splashed 4 times, and Braden only had to barrage once to get the DD back onto Dork unlock. Dork unlock's not happy with this one, only 1 shark left. Look at Braden, he has an intense amount of sharks left. He hasn't even touched his brew yet. He is in complete control of this fight. He could pretty much kill him by just bolting at this point. He is so far ahead on Dork unlock. But Dork unlock is not giving up just yet. Goes in for DD, tries and go for those slides, but does not quite get what he wants. But does hit the 32, which is quite nice. Could go in for another barrage right here. Only it's a 0. Not what he's looking for. Goes in for the bolt on the ropes, but does not get the damage. Is FL Braden gonna catch the freeze again in 1 try? No, he does not. He splashes twice in a row. Dork unlock, still trying to catch that freeze, and he finally does. Finally, he is on the DDing again, while Braden is not frozen. Now, Dork unlock still getting damaged. Has to eat his last shark in a bit here. He's on 61 HP, which is quite dangerous because Braden could get his spec back at any moment. Dork unlock gets frozen into place. FL Braden unfrozen, goes in for DD, keeps DPSing a 15 to a 16. He knows he is in control. He knows he can make it. They're both frozen into place right now. Goes in for the last spec, hits only a 5. Goes in for the slide off prayer. Dork unlock knows it is over for him. He is just praying melee, trying to get by, trying to get the blood barrage in. He is using redemption, but only 15 HP left. Can he redemption back some of his health? We're gonna have to see if Braden can go in for the KO or if Dork is gonna get the redemption. But still, it shouldn't matter. Braden has 4 sharks and 2 Brutus left. Even if Dork unlock gets his redemption off 4 times in a row, it's not gonna matter for him. But does get the barrage and hits a 19 and KOs Dork unlock. And congratulations to FL Braden to winning this Eden Deadman Tournament Finals and winning 1.07. Wow, what a final. What a final. Congratulations to our winners. Congratulations. Now, if you do enjoy this content and you want to play yourself, !Discord in the chat, join the Discord, and within 3 to 4 weeks, there's going to be another tournament. And also, follow the stream if you do enjoy this content, because I will be streaming the next tournament as well. !Discord in the chat, join the Discord, and play the next Eden. Now, I do have some announcements left to make, still. Announcements, like I said, next tournament 3 to 4 weeks from now, with a multi-stage and 1v1s, all with a prize pool. Then, after that tournament is done, there's going to be a new server. It's going to be called Legacy PK. There's going to be an open PvP world server, and there's going to be tournaments, either daily or weekly, and they're going to be for prize pools. Now, the way it's going to work is that they will host frequent PK tournaments, such as Clan Cups, Battle Arena seasons with 2v2s, 3v3s, and 5v5s, and you can win all of it and win the 07 money. Now, all these tournaments will have prizes, and clans can join the server, play, a bit like DMM, right? You have to grind for your gear. I mean, basic gear is free, but you're gonna get PVMing, you're gonna get your armor, you're gonna get VLSs, and you're gonna upgrade your gear and use this gear in the tournaments. And then you can qualify for Clan Cup tournaments and a lot more content. This is a private server, yes sir. We just finished the 1v1s, and FL Braden won. If you do want to join this server, type !Discord in the chat and join the Discord to be able to play the next tournament as well. Now, do we have a confirmation on who won? I mean, I know it's Bark. I mean, but is that like, what is his Discord name? Does anyone have his Discord? Like, I would like to have an interview with him. Chris. Let's see, Chris. I have a lot of Chris's on my Discord. Does anyone have his Discord? Or could, if the winner, if you're listening, please PM me on Discord so we can get the winner interview going. Because I do want to know who won, and I do want to be able to play and be able to interview. And if, like I said, if you want to play the tournament, !Discord in the chat. He joined in RCC. Abu was in RCC. I mean, could he PM me on Discord? Like, I would like to interview the winner. but I'm actually not getting any PMs. So I assume that nobody has contact with him at this point then. Because if you do know who FL Braden is and you know his Discord, please message him that I would like to have an interview with him. I would love to do a winner interview. But I do not have a confirmation just yet. Thinks it's... Oh, yeah, okay, Vixa, sure. You can interview me if you want. Oh, yeah, of course. Interview Alu. Yeah, okay. So, no interview, guys. Unlucky. Unlucky. There's, it appears to be that the winner does not put himself forward for a winner interview. So do you guys want me to interview just a couple of clan leaders instead? Is that, should we start doing that? Because, it does not appear that I can interview the winner here, unfortunately. I mean, if you did win, and if you are listening, please put yourself forward. I would love to interview you, but as of right now, we do not know who the winner is. At least, I don't know his Discord, so I can't interview him. But let's get in some of these clan leaders. Let's see, who do we have here? Asking his PMs? I mean, I can't PM him, like... There's no way for me to PM him. Let's see, are there any clan leaders in the chat right now? Whenever we do leader talks? Okay, yeah, I'll add you in. Okay, let's first start with interviewing the leader of GG. Let's drag him in. Hello, Shay, are you here? Unmute. Let me see if we can get the first interview going with the first clan leader of GG. Pull me in for interview, repping Black Nance. I mean, did you win? Is what I want to know. I mean, Shay does not appear to be unmuting himself. So let's see, who else can we interview? Bruno, there we go. That's going to be an interesting one. Let's interview Bruno. Let's do that. Let's try and drag him into the call here. My god, the Discord is so crowded, I can barely drag in people. Like, I literally can't scroll down. It's... Okay, there we go. Bruno, can you unmute yourself for an interview? Call DBU. I mean, yeah, I can interview DBU if he won a prize. DBU wants to come on stream. Please invite him. It does not appear that Bruno and Shay are talking. DBU, yeah, okay, we can do a DBU interview. We can do that. Let's get in a call with him. If he can accept my friend request, we can go into a call. Ah, hello, welcome. Welcome,
hey,
Shay.
Man. What's up?
So you are the leader of GG, correct?
Yeah. 1 of 3.
1 of 3, I see. So what happened this tournament?
Alright, well, we've just been decimating them the whole fucking week, you know how it goes. And then Abu gets into the fucking 1v1s and wins it for all of us.
So
yo,
Abu
all
wins,
those
is that
that
confirmed?
underestimated Bian out there, yo, CD guys, you were dragging them down. That's pretty fucking yikes.
Is Abu the confirmed winner? There we go. Interview?
I don't know, put him in.
Let me see if he's down for an interview. So, to get this straight, you did lose the final hour, yes? The multi-stage?
I mean, it depends what you count as winning. We were 1 to 2, you know, they had two ops trials, and we got all our 1v1ers in, so I don't know what you mean to lose.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough, fair enough. Alright, I am gonna go into the winner interview here. I'll be back shortly. Let's see if we can get Abu into this call. I'm currently calling him, waiting for him to pick up. Come on, Abu, pick up. I want to interview you. So yeah, once again, guys, if you do want to play the next Eden Deadman Tournament Finals, type !Discord in the chat. Can someone tell Abu to pick up? Ah, there we go, our winner, FL Braden. There he is. Ah, Abu, welcome. Welcome on stream.
Thank you, bro.
Congratulations on winning the Eden Deadman Tournament.
You too, bro.
Welcome, welcome. Let me guys know if you want me to turn him up or not. I think he's a little bit quiet, so I'm gonna turn it up slightly here.
I might be a little bit low, and I might sound like a tranny, but I still beat everyone, so like, yeah.
True.
That's how it is, you know?
So, first of all, congratulations on winning the Eden Tournament. So for people who don't know who you are, who are you? What team are you
Why'd
with?
you say true? Wait, you're not supposed to say true.
What?
Nothing. Keep going.
So for people who have never heard of you, who are you and what team are you with?
Who am I? I mean, I've won this for the first time in a row.
Mhm.
It wasn't like it's quite easy.
It's quite easy.
Clan, I play with BN for Eden, but usually I'm in Ratlords.
Right. So did you win this
Uh,
for Black Nans or did you win this as Red Lords then?
Wait, look at the man, look at the man. In game, the man that's lit. That's me fucking thieving lit. I was in their CC, blood barraging them. I got through easily because they couldn't fucking find me, and now I won that so easy. Oh my god, I'm just stealing from lit. Oh my god, give me the money.
Oh. All right, fair enough. So you got into their CC. How did that happen? Did you have spies? How did you get into their CC?
Yeah, lit is spy infested right now.
I
So,
see.
yeah,
So,
I'm just gonna keep pickpocketing this guy.
who was your toughest opponent to fight? Do you
Probably
remember?
Jordan, on God.
On guard?
Jordan got me to the lowest. Yeah, Jordan from Black Nance.
Mhm.
Honestly, I'm not even kidding. I fought him the second round. People like say he's bad and shit, but he was literally the one that got me the closest. So probably Jordan.
Interesting. So, you did fight against 1013 apparently.
Oh yeah,
in
that
the
was
final
easy.
fight.
Bro, that was so easy. Wait, let me see the fucking clip.
So how'd that go? I mean, we know 1013 goes in for the slides. Do you have a counterplay for him sliding across the map? Like, how do you deal with that?
I don't know, man. I just fucking beat him. I mean,
You
I
just
don't
fucking
know what
beat
to
him?
say, bro. What am I supposed to say?
I mean, I don't know. Like, maybe you try and go in for barrage more
Nah,
often.
okay. I
you-
mean, I noticed that I barraged him quite a bit, and he didn't expect me to barrage him quite a bit. I mean, I don't know, rookie mistake, I guess, from him.
Fair enough. So, aside from these 1v1s, how did the week go for you? Like, the grinding, the getting the gear. How did that go?
Oh, that was you should have seen the fucking multi bit every night at TDs. I was playing with Black Nuns obviously, and in multi, and we were defending multi in TDs. Do you know what TDs is?
Yeah, Tormented Demon.
Yeah, and Lit were trying to, I mean, Lit and the Lit Alliance, whatever, they tried every single day to beat us in multi, and they couldn't. Even though Black Nuns usually, like, no offense, Black Nuns usually lose multi and shit, you know. But the entire week in TDs, Black Nuns would win every single time.
I see.
So,
I see.
yeah. I mean, I didn't single PK much this week, I'll be honest, but I didn't need to, did I?
Fair enough. So, how did you prepare for the finals? Like, is there any? Did you have any strategy going into these to these finals, other than getting into that lit CC?
I don't know, bro.
You don't know?
No, bro. I just went on and played, I guess.
Fair enough. So you just did your thing. It worked out, and here you are.
Yeah, bro.
All right.
Pretty
So, do you want to give anyone a shout out while you still can?
Shout out to Black Nans
Mhm.
for feeding me, I guess. Shout out to Ratlord for having the best PKs, and I don't know, bro. Shout out to fucking City and all them for
All right.
giving us a challenge.
Fair enough.
Oh,
Well-
shout out to Sobi. He's gonna host a tournament in 1 week. Come play. I'm gonna beat the fuck out of 10-13 in that one as well.
All right. Well, thank you for joining me. Congratulations on winning
no problem,
one
bro.
bill, and I will
Yo,
see you
shout
in the
out
next
to Mike,
tournament.
shout out to Skillsy, bro. On God. Yo, shout out to 10-13 for making it so easy for me. On God, that was so easy. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh shit! I just became 2 bill.
Fair enough. All right. Thank you for
Bro,
joining
that's
us
2
today.
bill on the fucking ground. Yeah, no problem, bro.
All right, let's see. Does 1013 want an interview? I mean, I do like to interview the second place as well. Let me see. Do I have 1013 on Discord? I do not. Let's see. Can I get into a call with him? Does 1013 want that? Would love to do an interview with you as well for coming into second place. A CBA? All right, fair enough. So, once again, to get into the announcements. Only if Abu is there? I mean, I can if you guys like don't completely flame each other out and like do unnecessary like calling each other names or whatever. But to recap all the announcements, exclamation point Discord in the chat to be able to join the Discord and play the next Eden tournament, which is going to be happening in 3 to 4 weeks. And after that, there's going to be a new PK server coming out as well, where you can grind out gear and play clan competitions, 2v2s, 5v5s, and all sorts of PKing activity for 07 prices. So, let's see. So 1013 does not want an interview. All right, let's get into the clan leader interviews then. Let's see. What's the first clan leader I see in here? The thing is, this call is so big is that I can't even drag people in. It's too long. You guys are making this very hard for me. All right. Let's see. Do we have any clan leaders in here? Does not appear to be. That's unfortunate. All right. Call DBU? Yeah, sure thing. Let's call DBU. Oh, welcome DBU on stream.
Yo, I'm camera shy.
I know. So, you came in 4th, is that correct?
Third.
3rd? Alright. So you won 250 mil, congratulations. So what happened in your fight that you lost? Why did you not win your fight? Why did you not get into the finals?
3 VLSs hit below a 10 off prey specs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I fought someone pretty good. I don't mind really.
Mm-hmm.
Got money out of it.
True.
Didn't play too much throughout the week either, so.
You're happy with taking home 250 mil?
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Alright. Fair enough. So aside from the person you lost to, which was the most difficult fight you reckon?
Well, my first fight was a guy in full rag with like ACP and shit, so that's kind of hard. He probably had like 18 brews.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jason I fought right before, top 8. He was pretty hard. I mean, he had max gear. That's the only reason.
Fair enough.
But yeah, probably Jason.
Probably Jason. And how close was the fight, do you reckon? Like, how much food do you have left when you beat Jason?
I had 3 sharks, and he looted my 2 sharks off the floor, so, you know, it's probably up 7 overall.
Mm-hmm.
Take 2 away from me, you give him 2, and I had 3.
No. Not sure if Jason agrees. He actually just types lol in the chat, but you did beat him, so that's what counts.
It's the truth. I'll post a video. That's
what counts. So yeah, do you want to give anyone a shout out as well from the Alliance?
Oh, shout out all the ex-boys, Tito, you know, all these guys that give me shit for free.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you should get Skillsy in here.
Who? Skillsy?
Yeah. He wants to speak.
I don't think I have him on Discord at all.
Skillsy, you're gonna have to take care of that. Yeah, for not playing much, all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty easy. Shout out Terrorist.
Shout out to Terrorist, the man himself.
Yeah. They say they won, but it's alright. I'm pretty sure it was me and 2 other OT kids won the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, so that adds up to a bill as well.
Mm-hmm. Alright, well, congratulations to your winnings, and hopefully next time around you can place even higher than 4th, perhaps even take down the W.
Mom, I'm busy right now. Fuck niggers.
Yeah, okay. So, let's see. I mean, I can't interview Skillsy without him having on Discord. I do have a message from Abu still, is that he asked me to shout out GG, Spartans, and Black Nance, because they helped him throughout the week to take this win for the team, taking home 1 bill 07. So that's going to be it for us today. We appreciate all of you tuning in. Follow the stream if you haven't yet, so you can join in the next Eden stream as well. Once again, ! Discord in the chat to join the Discord and play the next Eden. And then you can come in and compete for 2 bill 07. Once again, next tournament will be in 3 to 4 weeks. Keep an eye on the announcements tab. There will be the exact date posted sooner than later. Other than that, new PK game mode coming out after that tournament, so stay tuned for updates on that. Once again, I appreciate all of you watching today. My name is Gilur. This has been the Eden Deadman Tournament Final. And have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you guys in 3 to 4 weeks from now. And join the tournament. ! Discord in the chat to be able to join. Peace out.